Hello, this video is a bit late this month. I am moving this type of videos from my Daniela channel to this new channel. So, welcome to my brand new channel, Interesting Times. And without further ado, these are the results for the opinion polls conducted by the Levada Center in Russia for September. I have been monitoring the opinion polls results since the beginning of the 2022 war in Ukraine, and I look for early signs of possible changes in policy direction inside Russia through the movement in the approval ratings. I view them as a kind of early warning sign, a canary in the mine, if you like. Although there are many reasons for conflict to erupt in Russia, ongoing declines in opinion poll ratings seem to signal a harshening of policy, you may say. And it seems that conflict has the effect of halting and reversing plummeting opinion polls ratings for both the government and President Putin. For example, the years leading to 2014, the ratings for Mr. Putin and the government were fairly low, but skyrocketed shortly after the beginning of the hostilities in 2014 and the annexation of Crimea. And in my opinion, we can spot a very similar pattern in 2022 and the years leading to it. Moreover, in 2014, and in connection with the conflict, the government passed a number of laws aimed at restricting the flow of information, imposed extra checks on internet providers, users' access and content distribution, and moved to limit the rights to protest. In 2022, under the cloud of war, more restrictions were introduced. A major difference from previous years is that anti-war and anti-military comments may carry a jail sentence and not just a fine like in previous years. Having settled that, by looking at the opinion poll results, Russian society has, to a degree, closed ranks around their leaders. President Putin's and the government approval ratings are high, and when asked, most respondents believe that the country is moving in the right direction. However, these ratings have taken a small hit after the Kursk operation. When Ukrainian forces entered Russian territory, and, as the analysts at Levada noted, anger bubbled up at the authorities, lack of readiness and lack of support for the local population, and that age-old constant companion of Russian politics, corruption, was openly blamed. And this chart confirms that trust in President Putin has lost a few points. However, we need to keep these tips into perspective. Overall, opinion polls numbers are still a lot higher than in the pre-conflict time. If my reading of this article is correct, overall Russians will support President Putin's that he chooses peace or a continuation of the war. Looking more specifically about how people feel about the ongoing conflict, after a bit of a wobble caused by the Kursk operation, the percentage of people in favor of starting the peace process is 54%, with 38% against. But as usual, the devil is in the detail. If the conditions for peace include returning territories taken by the Russian army and Ukraine joining NATO at the end of the conflict, the support for peace crashes down to 3%. So far, my reading is that the war is still working well for the Kremlin. In the war regime, the government has been able to form new alliances using the BRICS vehicle and promote itself as an alternative to American hegemony. And with the help of changes in education, cultivate a more isolationist and them versus us frame of mind in the population, thus ensuring the unity of the Russian people and for the Federation. Thank you for watching. As usual, links to the articles and the data I've used in the description below. Please like and subscribe. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.